is certain particular way this lady needs to sit, with a pillow behind my neck, fold it carefully so I don't mess up the cervical spine. Oh yeah, life has changed. So what's this video going to be about? Well, just a normal, I would say 3 days in Jana's life. That's all. When I come here like this, I always think of my videos being like a getting in touch with friends, with those few friends I have through YouTube. Oh, that coffee is good. So Friday started to get really cold here in my part of the world. Really cold. I mean, we went to 40s. And at night it was so cold we had to cover my little flowers that I already planted. I guess I was a little too fast this year. So the pansies, and they are very sensitive. Threw the blanket over them, so they are fine. Everything is good in the yard. As you could see at the beginning, it's a jungle out there with all the rain we had. And when it rains here, it rains. Like in Slovakia, we would say that it rains ropes. Ropes? The water is just coming down so heavy. But it's needed in spring. Everything is growing. Everything wants to drink the water. So Thursday, when it got so cold, there was just a little walk, not far, in an area around. And there is a campground there. Oh, camping. Do I ever have stories? Those are the old memories from childhood. Well, I grew up in times that going for any kind of luxurious vacation was almost non-existent for people of the middle class, or even ones who had a little more money. And most of us really just went camping or hiking in the forest, going down by the lakes. But the camping was a big thing back in 70s, 80s, and even in 90s. But in the 19s, people started to travel like crazy because we had those changes. The system changed, the borders opened, and people also started to have more money. Not that we didn't have money. I cannot say I was lacking anything growing up, but we sort of had the same amount, all of us, almost all of us. So we tend to do very similar things in our free time. Everybody was gardening, and even if you lived in an apartment, you would have piece of land somewhere, maybe outside of the city or in a village where, let's say, other family members lived, or the parents, like in this case my grandparents, and you would just plant almost all your vegetables. We had fruit trees there, berries. There was so little that we had to buy in the stores in the winter time, because we just grew enough. We kept it in a cold room. Vegetables like carrots, potatoes, that all lasted all the way through the winter until springtime. And then there was a camping. That would be in the month of July, August, when adults, in this case my parents, would take vacation, and we would go for 2-3 weeks somewhere by the water. Either it was a lake or one of those man-made, those reservoirs where you could go fishing and also go swimming. And we did lots of sun tanning. I'm talking about mostly late 70s, 80s. So lots of memories, lots of good ones. Cooked your meals on a fire. It was a camping culture. So Thursday we went for a walk nearby and there was a campground. So I was curious. I was so curious to see what a campground in Pennsylvania looks like. Simple one, of course empty at this time of year. So I walked around a little bit and took a little video for you so you can see. Walking through a little campground. These are the different spots. 24, 26. And if you haven't seen typical little campground in Pennsylvania, USA, this is what they look like. So what do you get here? You get a spot for your tent or those RVs, picnic table to sit down, drink your coffee and eat your meals, and a little place for fire and for barbecue. I would clean the rust up, maybe throw some sheet of metal on it, or a frying pan, do sausage, hot dog, bacon, or a burger. And then you get a view of the lake in the background. On the way home we stop at Walmart. Yeah, my Walmart. But don't worry, I'm not gonna be showing any clothes. Somehow last video, I know many of my friends enjoyed it, but also some dropped off. You cannot please everyone. And once again, it's all fine. I keep the quality of people I have here. And we talk, right? Well, we write. So I left the clothes sections alone. Strictly was focusing on buying some food items. And I picked up this amazing salad, one of the salads they sell that I want to share with you. It's one of those pre-cut salads, and I know we make scratch, and I make almost everything from scratch, but there is this one salad that they make it so good that I just cannot resist when I go to Walmart and I find it. Not always they have it. Have a look what salad I mean, and what it looks like when you open all the packages and mix it up at home in a bowl. It's so delicious, and everything that's in it is good for you. Oh, that's me there. Look on that big screen. And from the salad section, a tip for you: they don't always have it, but this salad, cherry almond gorgonzola, it's very good, my friends. Pick one up if you are at the Walmart. Now, I don't know if it's this sudden change of temperature. My nose went crazy, my sinuses. But it's also some kind of histamine problem. Could it be the springtime outside? That now at this later age I'm picking up some new allergies? Something I never had before? But I felt itchy, my face, and inside of my nose. And for that, my friends, what always helps? A good neti pot session. And so I did today. Feel better now. Nose is done, one side, the other side, so it should be declogged, and I can concentrate on making nice dinner. First corn, that's the sign, summer is coming. Corn on a cob, we didn't have that in a store until now. Okay. Tomato sauce is cooking, doing it from scratch. So I have been still successfully going to my physiotherapy sessions twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And look, I upgraded to blue and orange rubber band. Well, these are the exercises I do for the upper body. I have it hooked up here, and it's supposed to strengthen the back, make the posture better, so the pressure of my cervical spine, it's being relieved. Plus, it's so important to make the muscles of the upper back strong so we can walk straight. The neck doesn't start curving. Sometimes I see older people hunch over and I just say to myself, Yana, no, and I immediately straighten out. So if you wanna, I'll show you. Wanna see? I'll show you what I do with these bands. And then you can do it too at home. This is just a rubber band. Probably have them everywhere. I'll show you. Or and up. Down. Straight up. And up. Like that. Now I sit here with my coffee and wait for dinner to be done. What's cooking in our kitchen? Well, pasta dish. Since morning I've been thinking about good pasta with tomato sauce and ground turkey. Not a ground beef, ground turkey. I was so sure there was still some tomato sauce at home. Since there was none, that's not the end of the world. We make from scratch. Cans of tomatoes, those diced ones, garlic, some spices, olive oil. Throw it there, let it cook, boil away. I'm gonna cook it good 2 hours. Make a nice homemade pasta sauce. And then as I'm walking through grocery part in Walmart, I see corn on a cob already. Those are the happy times. When the seasons of the corn on a cob finishes, I know winter is coming. And I always try to stock up those last corn on a cob I see. Because once the winter comes, you don't see them anymore in the stores. Only the frozen ones. So I patiently wait through the winter. And the other day, voila, it's in the stores. Summer is around the corner when you find corn on a cob in a store. Cooking few of those. Could it be appetizer? Or just put it inside that tomato sauce? I will see. And it's Saturday evening upon us. Chilly outside still, and I'm looking here up, and a cardinal made a nest up in a bush. Not very good spot. Very open, and each time I go to the window, I spook the poor girl up. So I try keep the curtain closed on that one side, so she is not freaked out each time I walk by. I don't know, you know, they do it every year. Last year they put a nest on very, very bad spot. That wind knocked it down together with the little ones. Oh, what a horrible sight. But you know, it's the nature, what can we do? It always balances itself out. And I know if it doesn't work out for them once, they make the second nest. That's all. We are in a new month of May. We will see what it brings. Slow day to day, I try to live. Don't run too much forward and not too backwards in the past. Hope everybody is doing well. See you in the next video. We keep in touch. Bye. I think I'll get some of these snapdragons and just plant them here together with pansies. Yeah, that will be nice. Yes, let's do it.